Good day, my name is Jancy Basa and I am going to discuss the introduction of our research paper entitled Correlates Corporate Social Responsibility and the Business Growth of Selected Manufacturing Companies in Metro Manila. Corporate social responsibility is a commitment to improve community well-being through discretionary business practices and contribution of corporate resources. Business growth is a stage where the business reaches the point of expansion and seek additional options to generate more profit. Business growth is a function of the business life cycle, industry growth trends, and the owner desire for equity value creation. Manufacturing businesses is any business that uses raw materials, parts, and components to assemble finished goods. Manufacturing businesses often employ machines and humans to produce the merchandise and typically use an assembly line, which enables a product to be put together step by step, moving from one workstation to the next stations. The corporate sector across the globe is coming to terms with its new role, which is to meet the needs of the future generation without compromising the ability of the next generation. Nowadays, businesses are slowly but surely assuming responsibilities for the new ways their operation impacts society and the natural environment, and they make it through the use of CSR. We opted to conduct this research paper for us to see if there is a correlation between corporate social responsibility initiatives like philanthropy, environmental conservation, and ethical labor practices to the business growth of selected manufacturing companies.
Good day everyone, I'm Benedicto Guevara and I'm going to discuss the statement of the problem of a research topic entitled Correlates Corporate Social Responsibility in the Business Growth of Selected Manufacturing Company in Metro Manila. So basically, SOP is one of the most things that we should answer by conducting this research. We as a researcher, the objective is to identify the relationship of CSR to its business growth of selected manufacturing company in Metro Manila. So let's proceed to our statement of the problem. Number 1. What is the performance of corporate social responsibility of selected manufacturing companies in terms of 1.1 philanthropy, 1.2 environmental conservation, and 1.3 ethical labor practices? These three sub-variables, philanthropy, economic conservation, ethical labor practices, are based from Carroll's Pyramid of CSR Model, 1991. And these variables are being used the most from the past researches up until now. So now, number 2, statement of the problem. What is the business growth of selected manufacturing companies in terms of 2.1, strategic growth, 2.2, internal growth, and 2.3, partnership growth? And the second sub-variable are based from the strategic marketing articles, which depicts different business growth of an organization. So in the statement of the problem number 3, is there a significant relationship between corporate social responsibility and business growth? So in SOP number 3, it has something to do with the previous SOP 1 and 2 on how they correlate with each other. If the two variables, independent and dependent, which is CSR and business growth, has a significant relationship. And lastly, the SOP number 4, what strategic plan can be developed to enhance corporate social responsibility of selected manufacturing companies to improve sales growth?
Good day, I am Julie Javier and I'm going to discuss about the research paradigm or the conceptual framework. Input of the study comprises the performance of corporate social responsibility of the selected manufacturing companies such as philanthropy, environment, conservation, and ethical labor practices. The different types of business growth that has the company when conducting corporate social responsibility, and these are strategic, internal, and partnership growth. Significant relationship of corporate social responsibility to its business growth, and lastly, the strategic plan that can be developed to enhance corporate social responsibility of selected manufacturing companies to improve sales growth. Process the method of collecting data through questionnaires with selected respondents helps the researcher development. The next step is to analyze those data in order to objectively examine that had been collected with great interest. Besides, not all data is required for the study. So identifying and sorting out relevant data to categorize what was most and least required comes next. Following that, the conclusion is built in which all of the gathered data is processed and the final finishing touches are applied. Output. After conducting the survey and gather all information needed, researchers should came up with a recommendation, plan and strategic plan that will help to improve not only the business growth but also the welfare of the customers. Researchers who came up with recommendations continue developing policies and practices that allow the company to fulfill the commitment not only to the environment but also the welfare of the business and the customers. Strategic plan use of digital media to introduce its humanitarian efforts to attract customers and improve brand recognition.
Good day, I'm Angelo B. Pedaria and I'm going to discuss about the scope and the limitation of our research study. The scope of our study is mainly focused on identifying the significant relationship of corporate social responsibility in the business growth of manufacturing company. The researchers focus on Commonwealth Food Incorporation or ComFoods, Republic Biscuit Corporation or Rebisco, and Century Pacific Foods Incorporation. The delimitation of the study is focused on food manufacturing in Metro Manila and not to include other types of manufacturer, company, and other factors that help the company grow. That's all. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I'm Maria Paula B. Silvestre and I will be discussing the statistical treatment of data of our research. So the response to the research made questionnaire done by the employees from 3 different manufacturing companies in Metro Manila will be statistically analyzed with the data requirements of the study. So the first formula is the Sloan's formula. The formula for this is n is equals to big N divided by 1 plus NE squared, where N is equals to number of employees, big N is equals to total population, and E is equals to margin of error. We chose this formula so that we can calculate an approximate sample sizes from a population. It will be used to gather minimum number of the sample size or the respondents that we needed in our study. So next is frequency. It is the tabulation or grouping of data into their appropriate categories or characteristics, showing the number of observations in each category. This will be used in solving the second statement of the problem and used to group the respondents based on the problems encountered. So why frequency? It will be used to arrange all the data by categories. So we will use this to gather the percentage of the respondents of our questionnaire by presenting their demographic profile, including their age and gender. This will also help us organize and summarize the survey data in a tabular format. So next is percentage. It is a descriptive statistical term to denote the relationship between 2 attitudes and the relationship of a part of a whole. This also expresses the portion of the population responding to a particular item. So the formula for this is percentage is equals to F divided by N times 100, where percentage F is equals to frequency, big N is total number of employees, and 100 is the constant value. So in this, we will get the portion of the population and we will use it to know and evaluate whether response is the majority or minority of the choices of our respondents. So next is weighted mean, or also called weighted average. It is used to measure the general response of the survey samples, whether they are agreed to a given statement or not. So the formula for this is X is equals to Fx divided by N, where X is the weighted mean, F is equals to frequency, X is equals to weighted of each item, and N is equals to number of cases. Since we use a Likert scale in our survey questionnaire, the weighted mean will be used to calculate the raw score in each item or the survey results that we gathered. So last is Pearson R correlation. It is commonly used for testing relationship between categorical variables. The purpose of this correlation is to determine whether there is a significant relationship between 2 variables. So since our study is about correlation, which means to know if there are a relationship between 2 variables, it is the best choice to use Pearson Raw to measure the dependency of our dependent variable, which is the business growth, to our independent variable, which is the corporate social responsibility. We will try to know if there's a significant relationship between the two variables using the data that we gather. And we will also determine if they have or if they are positively or negatively related, or they have no correlations at all.